Hey everyone, I've been seeing a lot of posts lately about how to record yourself so that students can see you talking, like you can see me talking right now, as well as their slides at the same time. I want to show you a quick, simple method that's slightly different than that, but I think will achieve the same ends. So I'm using Quicktime Player here, and I'm actually taking both a movie recording using my webcam, and I'm doing a screen capture at the same time. You don't have to do it like this, but for the purpose of being able to show this to you, that's how I'm doing this. So imagine this this movie recording that I'm shrinking now just to get out of the way, is you recording yourself talking over your slides, whatever those slides may be. So I've got a little simple deck here I used for some other little project. And your kids can't see this right now. You're just recording it in your own kind of home studio, but you can kind of click through your slides so you can see them, so you know you're talking about this slide, and then you've moved on to the next slide and you're talking about this slide and whatever. But you can go through that, record yourself so that you're talking about it the way you want to talk about it. You can make eye contact with your camera. You can gesture all you want. Things like that, knowing that the kids will be able to theoretically see you in your recording. Okay, and so I've got that talkie talk video, and then I'm going to go ahead and stop this. So that saves my recording. So I've got that recorded now, and I'm going to go ahead and just do a close that out. And it's going to prompt me where I want to put it, and I'm going to put it into this folder here, and we'll just call it head talking. Alright, so there's my talking head video, and there it is right there. These are my slides that I just used, and so in Keynote, right, I'm going to go to File and just export those into images, and we'll put those into that little folder here, like that. And as I close that out, now you can see I have my content. So I've got here an image per slide from that deck, and I've got this talking head video. So let me just drag these both into iMovie. And I don't need all these slides, but let me just pull and say 4 of them. So let's take a look at iMovie and see what we can do with this. So I just need to take the talking head, drag it in there, so there I was talking about my slides and gesturing. You can see I'm waving my hands around. And then I can decide, remember, what you want to do here is make a video that you might be talking, but when it's relevant and they needed to see a certain slide, maybe that was at about this point in time, just drop it down. You can see by default it's going to put it in for 4 seconds. You can just simply drag this edge and make it longer or shorter. So again, most slides don't have so much content that someone needs to stare at the stupid slide for like 5 minutes, but it may take you 5 minutes to talk about it. Right? If you've got 5 minutes worth of text on a slide, you need to reconsider how you design your slides, right? So maybe the slide's going to be up on the screen for 10 seconds or so, and it doesn't even, oh, look, I got it right on 10. All right, and then this slide, maybe it shows up over here, but in the meantime here, I was just from here to here, I was talking about that first slide. And then I started talking about this slide, and then maybe I put it in for about 10 seconds, 10.3, close enough. And so they can see the slide. In the meantime, behind that, I'm talking, right? And then maybe this slide comes along here, and it goes for, whatever, 10, maybe that one goes for a little long, 12.5 seconds, whatever. And then it finishes out with me talking again. Maybe actually that one should be there, whatever. Drag it around, put it where you want it. Right? So if you actually were to play this thing, then we're going to hear me, oops, we'll move it back here, and you can see up here, it's going to just be me talking to myself, or really talking to you. And then eventually what the students are seeing is this, you, the teacher, talking to your students, and then as relevant, the slide pops up. And you're still talking about that slide, and then you keep going, and then eventually, they don't need to be staring at that slide because, after all, it was just a cover slide. And then you go back to continuing to talk and so on and so forth. And then, as it jumps forward in time here, then it comes back to this slide. But this is a way of providing your kids kind of the overlay of yourself talking. There's no challenge here trying to sync the audio to my lips so that it's not like a bad translated movie where the lips are moving and the voice isn't synced up to it and people get really annoyed by that. And then I just drop the slides when I want them as static slides. Right? Pretty easy that way. And then from here I can simply use this simple, save it as a file option there, and to save that video, and then put it wherever you're putting it. If it into your LMS system, into YouTube, into a Google Drive folder that they just copy it from there, whatever, however you're sharing media with your kids. But I know a lot of people wanted to make videos that weren't just talking heads, right? And this is one of the easier ways to do something where you can, or I should say, not just slides and no talking head. Right? And they didn't want just talking heads. So this lets you do both at the same time with not a lot of production work. You're just simply taking a video of yourself talking, you've got your slides, and then you just drop them on where you want them. And this also then allows you to later go back and modify things slightly if you need to. So if you, while you were talking about something, you decided you didn't like how you said it, just pause for a second, and you'll see in the little sound wave, you can see that little, very small little thing. It's a little bigger there, a little mountaintop, but that's the sound, the amount of volume. If you pause for a moment, you'll see it go flat, and then it'll come back up, and you'll know, okay, that's where I paused. So you can go to that section, and then you can clip out maybe where you didn't quite say it the way you wanted to, and then you just say it again the second time. Right? Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Talk to you later. If you need to find me, edmoxie.com or jeff@edmoxie.com or on Twitter, jmao121. Bye.